morning. It's Bank Holiday Monday, the day of the Queen's funeral. It's about 7 o'clock, I think, maybe just a bit before 7. And I am out for a walk. I wanted to come out for a walk before the world got up and before it got busy. I've been mostly walking on the treadmill recently, mostly down to the rising cost of petrol. It's difficult to justify driving a few miles. It's like probably a 4-mile round trip or something to come here. And I don't like to walk outside from home because of the hill on my knees. So I haven't been coming here as much, but I just fancied getting outside this morning. I've finally decided it's time to welcome autumn. Several months behind the rest of YouTube, but just the last couple of mornings it's felt chilly. There's been a chill in the air. So it's still gorgeous weather, beautiful and sunny, and it's due to be lovely today as well for the Queen's funeral, so that's nice. But yeah, I've decided I will embrace all things autumnal now. The ducks are up early.
I'm trying to let go of this heartache. It's been following me around. It wakes me up, it shoots me down. At this point I would rather be numb. I'm sick and tired of emotions. They've never done me any good, just tore me up into bits. I wish I knew how to call it quits. I should know by now how to live without her. I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble and I fall. I'm a blind man without escape. I'm the ocean without the waves. The radio's playing songs, telling me that I should try to move on. Don't say how it bothers me. I guess I'll have to try anyway. Try to let her go. I've always liked to be a stranger, keep my distance from the crowd. Thought that way I wouldn't get hurt, but when I met her it became a blur.
Gonna be a beautiful day. Thought it was a good time to show you the gloss around my balcony while it's all steamed up from the cold, because you can actually see it. We've only got it up to there. The end bit still hasn't been done. That is a work in progress, but anyway, I've just made myself a cup of tea there. Don't know why I felt the need to show you the cup of tea, but I did. And it's a weird old day, a weird old day. I was listening to the radio on the way back from the walk, and there's one down there, look. Ron! I was listening to the radio on my way back from my walk in the car, and we were talking about the Queen's funeral and everything, of course. It's just all so sad, isn't it? And yeah, it made me start thinking about my dad. And then I was thinking, think happy thoughts, Caroline, think happy thoughts, think about autumn. And I drove past a conker tree, and it's not quite conker time of year yet, but it brought back this memory of when we were kids going to collect conkers in the winter, in the autumn, and my dad putting strings through conkers for me to take to school to play conkers with my friends, because in those days you could take conkers to school and play conkers with your friends. And it just made me so unutterably sad, and I had a little cry. And I've decided I'm not going to watch the Queen's funeral, you know. There's only so much sad you can deal with, isn't there? And I don't think there's any upside for me to watching it. So I'll watch the highlights on the news later, but I'm not going to sit through the whole thing. I feel like it's just going to make me feel sad and reflective, and I don't really want to feel like that. So You know, so if there's one thing that I learned from COVID, it was that I need to ration what I watch media-wise and not allow it to consume me completely, because it does me no good. And I think there's probably a lot of us like that. Anyway, I'm going to drink my tea, enjoy the sunshine, and probably watch some trash on the telly for half an hour. It's about 8:45 and I am going to have a bath. Something I very rarely do in the mornings, but I just fancy a bath. I don't know if it's because the weather's a bit cooler or what it is, but I'm going to have a quick bath. Probably read a little bit of my book. We've got a Patreon book club going in my Patreon group this month, and started the book last night and I was so tired that I fell asleep reading it, so perhaps read a chapter of that while I have a nice self-indulgent bath. All ready for the day. Let's do an outfit of the day. I have got on a very cash outfit today. I've got my star long sleeve, sort of quite a lightweight sweatshirt top this. It's from Amazon. It comes in all sorts of colours. I've got it in green and this one. And I'm toying with the idea of another colour as well. I will link it in the description box below in case anybody is interested. Then got my trusty Marks & Spencer jeggings in the purple today. Bit of royal purple in, I don't know, royal purple seems appropriate really. And my little Vivea shoes, these were gifted. Let's go back in here to do some makeup so you can see in a slightly less horrific light. Have we got any slightly less horrific light? There we are. I've done a bit of an autumnal look today. I got inspired by the autumn, although it's feeling quite warm again now. And I'm wearing this eyeshadow palette, which is the NYX collab with Money Heist. And I don't usually go in for these collab eyeshadow palettes, but I just loved Money Heist so much and I couldn't resist. It went down to half price in the sale and I couldn't resist it. That's what it looks like. Then jewellery wise, I am wearing Ana Luisa today. I should say today's video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. I'm working with them all year, as longer term viewers will know, and I absolutely love their jewellery. This month I chose this set, which I think is called the Dylan set. I wanted something a little chunkier. A lot of the necklaces I've got from them are very dainty, which I love, but I thought for autumn something a little chunkier would be in order, so I chose this set, which is not joined together so you can wear them individually as well. And then I also chose a bracelet, which is, let me just turn you round, which matches one of the chains there, again a little on the chunkier side. And then these earrings I absolutely adore. I'll put in a little picture as well in case you can't see them, but they're just delicate little hoops with a stone set into them. I love the shape of the stone. I think it's so pretty. There are many things I like about Ana Luisa. I've probably mentioned them before. I'm going to mention two today that are my particular favourites. One is that they do not have an overwhelming selection of stuff on their website. It's a nicely small, curated selection. I quite often get overwhelmed with online shopping, don't you? When there's just so much stuff to trawl through. With Ana Luisa, it doesn't feel like that at all. It's a nice, small selection on their website, which I always very much appreciate. The second thing about them that I like is their sustainability credentials are pretty good and their packaging is minimal and has no plastic. Your order will come in a small box like this, which is made from 100% recycled paper, and the individual items come in these cotton pouches which can be reused. They have little poppers that do them up and they come in various colours. But I like that. No plastic, minimal packaging is always good for me. I don't like anything being over-packaged these days. Anyway, I'll pop a link in the description box. There is also a code for 10% off if you want to order anything down there. So just click on the little downward arrow below my face if you want to click through and have a look at anything on their website. Right, it's coming up to 10 o'clock. I've got orange eyeshadow all over me somehow. I don't know how I've managed to do that. Yeah, it's coming up to 10 o'clock, so I am going to go and do some emails. Ashley's outside painting the house, getting it ready for the builders coming back next week, who are coming to do the last bits of work that need doing. I don't know how long they're going to be here for, another few days I expect. And a couple of people have asked me about another update on the house. Other than the balcony glass, which I've already shown you this morning. I can now show you in its full glory without any condensation. There we are. Other than that, there is no update at the moment because everything sort of stopped when the builders went away before we went on holiday, and it's all pretty much done. It just needed Ashley's doing the painting of the outside and putting up the fascia boards and stuff, and when that's done they will come back and do all the finishing off bits. But we haven't done any furnishings or any of that yet because there's still some electric stuff to do in downstairs, so it's all just empty, and as it was when I last showed you. But when there's something to show you, I will definitely show you. Here's Ashley painting the house with what looks like something you'd do a child's painting with. Why are you painting the house with a tiny brush like this?
It's only taken 3 months so far, and I think I'll be finished by Christmas.
Why are you painting with that? You're cutting in, aren't you?
You gave me. You said get outside and paint the house. Stop bothering me.
Hilarious. It's about 12:15. I have been doing some autumn and winter and even, dare I say the C word, Christmas planning. Mostly because I bought myself this gorgeous planner. Such good value. I don't know if I'm a planner person or not. I've always had a diary. I like to have a diary that has all my, and I like that, very specific. I like to have a week to view, and I like it to be horizontal rather than vertical. It's just the way I like it laid out. And obviously for the last 2 years, 2020 and 2021, didn't really, I used to get my, sorry, I'll finish the sentence in a minute. I do tangents in between sentences. Oh my God, that really scared me because just now I looked down and you were on the drive. Because he's climbed up the ladder and onto the balcony and I wasn't expecting him to appear there. Anyway, for several years I used to get my annual diary from a place called personal-planner.co.uk, I think it was, and you could have it laid out how you wanted, and it's a kind of diary on the front of it and all of that, and that was great. And then I can't remember why I stopped getting them from there, that you could start them any month you wanted to as well, which was handy. But then there was nothing to put in your diary in 2020, was there? Because in 2021 much the same really. And then I think because of all that, the diary I bought for this year was really rubbish. I got a really cheap, like Poundland diary. I like a ring bound one as well because I'm left-handed. For some reason I feel like I just prefer a ring bound one. I find it easier to write on with it than one with a spine. I don't know why that is. I deliberately waited till Ashley was down the drive to film this, and now he's in the house and distracting me. You're distracting me, can't you go away?
Sorry, just building the house. Can't help it.
Can you go and build it somewhere else,
what?
Away from me?
I think
a different part of it.
Easier for you to move than me to move the house.
Well, there's an awful idea. It probably would. Just build a different part of it while I'm filming this. Anyway, that was a long ramble about planners and diaries, and I bought a rubbish planner, I think because I was out of the habit of writing stuff in planners and diaries because nothing happened, did it, for 2 years. Anyway, I was recently in the market for a new planner. I didn't like the one I got for 2022, the cheap diary, and I decided to treat myself to a new one. I get served a lot of adverts on Instagram for lovely stationery companies, and God, the price. I once bought a planner that was upwards of £40. I don't know what came over me. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful that I almost didn't want to write in it. And then can't remember what I did. I did use it, but not for that long, I don't think. Anyway, this is a whole ramble. This was from the works and it was a tenner, and I absolutely blimmin' love it. It's quite a chunky thing, and it's got all the different types. This is not an ad in any way, shape or form. I went and bought it from the works, but It's got the tabs for the different months, and it's got the layout that I like, and it's got a month overview at the beginning, and you can put monthly goals in and all of that stuff. And for 10 quid, this is really, it's also got stickers. I mean, I'm not a massive sticker fan, but it's got a few pages of stickers at the beginning. And they've got different designs. And considering the price of some of these things that I get ads for on Instagram, a tenner was an absolute bloody bargain. Anyway, today I have been filling it up with lovely Christmas, not Christmas, autumn, winter and pre-Christmas plans. I've made some arrangements with friends for this week and just feeling lots of nice social things going on, coming up. So yeah, feeling good about all that. Right, I must go and eat something because I'm absolutely been starving. We are doing a recipe tonight. I'm just looking to see if my iPad is here so I can show you. Saw a recipe in one of the food magazines for Chinese 5-spice belly of pork. So we're doing that tonight. We were meant to marinate the pork last night, which we didn't read the recipe soon enough and didn't manage to do that. So we did it first thing this morning about 8 o'clock, and I will show you that a bit later on when we make it, but that's going to be delicious, I think. We're going to do it with roast potatoes and chard. I just texted William to see if he's going to be in for dinner. He's not. He's up in Bath this weekend. I don't know if I said that, but his girlfriend's moving into her new place for her final year and at uni, and he's up there with her, and then he's going to see some friends out in Crediton, I think, on the way home to catch up with them, and then he'll be home a bit later on this evening. So I'm going to go and find something to eat. Hungry. It's about 20 to 3, I think, and I've been sitting at my desk doing eBay bits and pieces, but I'm stopping now. Thought I'd just show you a few little autumnal bits that have crept onto my fireplace. I got this, which is actually a cookie jar. The orange goes really nicely with the decor in my lounge. But that came from Home Bargains. It was $5.99, I think. And then I couldn't resist the two little sparkly ones, a silver one and a black one. And this is actually a vase that I bought last year in Dorchester, but it's sort of pumpkin shaped. I really like it. It was in a shop closing down sale, some little independent shop, and I think it was only £10, but I really like that. On the other hand, my summer display is still doing its thing on the table here, although I do think that I might switch this over. I think I might take the tree down for autumn and then put it back up for Christmas, perhaps pre-Christmas. But I do need to autumnalise this thing a little bit now. Sun's gone in. I thought it was sunny this afternoon. I planned to sit on the balcony and read my book for a little while, but apparently not. So I think I'm going to have a couple of hours of catching up on some YouTube videos, pottering around my bedroom, might paint my toenails. Exciting stuff going on here on a bank holiday, I can tell you. This is the second time I've started this clip, because I started out by saying I'm sorting out my candle cupboard, and Ashley piped in with, well, that would be the longest video you've ever made. How rude is he? Anyway, sorting out my candle cupboard as we're moving into autumn, and I've put away all my summer candles, which are all in there. They go further back than you can see there. And this is my sort of autumn and winter and Christmas candles. And feeling like I haven't actually got that many autumn specific ones, but I do need to, I can't really justify buying any more. So I'm gonna go through what I've got here, pick out the autumny ones and put those to one side so I remember to burn them, and put the Christmassy ones away. Right, the cupboard is now refilled. I'm going to whiz you round the other way and show you which ones I've kept out for autumn. Hang on one sec, what's the best? It's going to be dark either way, I think. That's slightly better, isn't it? Let's try that. Okay, got this Aldi Wood Sage and Sea Salt one, which I must have had in there for ages and ages. This is the trouble with having so many candles, you don't burn them all. I I really need to cut down. And I've got this, which is 2/3 done. This is black amber and patchouli, which is from Sainsbury's, I think. And that's very nice. That smells very sort of autumn, winter evening. This one again I've had for a long time. This is Bath and Body Works. It's Beach Glow Salted Oak Bonfire. I have burnt this one. It's not a very strong smell. And probably even less strong because I've probably had it in there for about 4 years. But that one needs to be used up. This is a new Home Bargains one, which I thought sounded quite autumnal. It is apple and salted caramel, and it smells delicious. If you are on a budget, by the way, Home Bargains own brand, which is the Wickford & Co. scented candles, are really, really good. They're either £2.99 or £3.99 for that size, and they burn for like 80 to 100 hours, I would say. Probably more than that even. And they're really good. The gingerbread one, I went into Home Bargains on Saturday, and I was looking out for the gingerbread one, but they hadn't got it in. But that is my favourite of all of them, I think. Then I've got this beauty pie one, which is bitter orange and blackcurrant, which I've just smelled, and that smells delicious. Perfect for this time of year. And this one, which I think came in an advent calendar, the brand is, I don't know if that's going to focus, Boy Smells is the brand, and the fragrance is ash, apparently. That's what it looks like inside, and it smells interesting, very masculine. Well, being Boy Smells it would be, wouldn't it? So that one will be interesting to try. So those are the ones that I've got out to try at the moment. I also need to charge my electric candle lighter, so I better get off the floor. The Chinese belly pork is in the oven and is smelling pretty good.
Smells like a
Chinese belly pork.
Yeah.
Funny that. I've painted my toenails. I went for, I don't know how well you can see that, it's a Ciate colour. This is it. It's like an oil slick. It's so pretty. I really like it anyway. And I've had it for years and years, but there's just something about it I like, and it feels quite autumny. I think we should have a game where we take a shot every time during this video I have said autumn, autumnal, or autumny, or anything related to autumn, and we'll all be so drunk by this point that we won't remember any of the video. I've also, changing the subject, ordered another of these tops in the teal colour. They're perfect for this time of year while it's still warm, but you want long sleeves. They're just this lovely lightweight and so easy to wear, and they go with loads of things. I will of course show you when it arrives. Right, I'm going to go and sit on the sofa, read some of my book, which I've got quite into this afternoon. It's actually quite good. It is, for anyone who's interested, The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and perhaps have a gin and tonic, perhaps to toast the Queen. I have watched some little bits of her funeral during the day. As I said, I wasn't going to watch all of it, but I think she had a very good send-off from what I gather from the little bits that I have watched. Dinner is served. Crispy Chinese belly pork with mashed potato and chard. Yum. Oh, excuse me, that was a big yawn, wasn't it? Oh, I was just getting ready for bed and I realised two things. Firstly, let me sit up and sit at a better angle. Firstly, I realised that I had left a load of towels on the washing line, and towels just don't dry nicely on the washing line, do they? Much as I am trying not to use the tumble dryer, I do like to put towels in at the end when they're almost dry, you know, just to fluff them up. So I've just gone and put them on for 20 minutes on the tumble dryer just to fluff them up, take them off the line. And the other thing I realised was that I haven't finished off my vlog. Dinner was lovely. The pork recipe was really good. Very nice and autumnal. There we are. Take another shot. I'm all or nothing, me. You know, I can't embrace the autumn I can't embrace any season until I feel like I'm all in. And clearly I'm all in now. Haven't succumbed to the heating yet, but I can see that will be coming at some point in the not too distant future. And it felt like it got dark really early tonight. It was properly dark by about 7:30. Anyway, I am going to get into bed and watch some Married at First Sight. I'm halfway through an episode. Watch that, read a bit of my book and go to bed. And that will be today done. Hope you've enjoyed this little day in the life. Oh, I need to say as well, if you are interested in Ana Luisa, don't forget I'll leave a link in the description box and the discount code as well. So if you're thinking of buying any jewellery, go and check them out. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little day in the life. Let me know what you're doing this weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.